money, power. Secrets. 3 billionaire bros hiding their empire. One orphaned girl who saved their mother's life without knowing she'd just rescued China's most powerful matriarch. When the truth explodes, will love survive the lies, or will betrayal destroy everything? Welcome to Chinese Animated Stories by DEI. Please subscribe, like, comment and share this story. Miss, please stay with me. Can you hear me? Zhou Shaya knelt on the pavement of a narrow Beijing alley, her gentle hands supporting an elegantly dressed older woman who had suddenly become unwell. The woman's designer purse lay beside them, its contents scattered across the ground like fallen stars. The woman's eyelids fluttered open. Her breathing was shallow. I feel better now, child. Thank you. Her fingers clutched Zhou Sha's threadbare sleeve. Heaven sent you to me. Without your help, I would have been in serious trouble here alone. It's nothing, truly. Zhou Sha helped her sit more comfortably against the wall. I must go now. Please take care of yourself. Wait, are you hurrying home to prepare dinner for your family? Zhou Sha's steps faltered. Sadness flickered across her delicate features. My parents are no longer with us. The older woman, Chen Xian, though Zhou Shaya didn't know it, studied the girl with knowing eyes. So you're alone in this world. That explains everything I see in your face. What a difficult situation for someone so young. Zhou Shaya bowed slightly and hurried away, unaware of the thoughtful gaze tracking her departure, unaware that she'd just saved the life of Shanghai's wealthiest matriarch. That evening in King Village, Zhou Xia pushed open the door to her uncle's cramped house, exhausted from the long journey. Xiao Xia, perfect timing. Her uncle, Wang Desheng, stood with arms crossed, a calculating gleam in his eyes. Your uncle has secured employment for you. Hope bloomed in Zhou Sha's chest. Employment, but I just finished high school. I'm supposed to attend university. The village chief said my acceptance letter arrived. I destroyed it. The world tilted. You what? A third-tier institution. Completely worthless. I've provided for you over 10 years. I have zero obligation to fund your education. He stepped closer, frustration thick in his voice. Now you repay us. Help a wealthy family with their situation. 40,000 yuan. Zhou Sha's stomach turned. If it's such excellent work, why not offer it to your own daughter? Her aunt Zhang Lehua emerged from the kitchen, face twisted with displeasure. If your uncle hadn't sheltered you, you'd have had nowhere to go. How dare you show such ingratitude? These years I've been your unpaid helper, washing, cooking, gathering firewood, hauling water. I've already repaid that kindness. Zhou Shai's spine straightened. You accepted this arrangement? You handle it. You dare not leave. Wang Desheng's face reddened. We've already received payment. You're not going anywhere until you fulfill this obligation. Don't come closer. Zhou Shaya backed toward the door, pulse racing. If you come closer, we'll both regret it. Her uncle laughed harshly. Go ahead and try. You'll just have to do what we arranged. One way or another, this works out for me. He advanced slowly. Your parents left you too early. An orphan with no one to protect her, correct? The door burst open. 3 imposing men in expensive black suits filled the doorway, their presence commanding instant silence. We're searching for the Wang family, the leader announced, voice firm and authoritative. Wang Desheng's arrogance evaporated. Zheng Lihua rushed forward, hands clasped. Sirs, we're honest farmers. We haven't offended anyone. You've mistaken us for someone else. We're searching for you specifically. Zhang Lihua's finger shot toward Zhou Sha. It must be her. Always acting superior, offending people everywhere. Indeed, we're here concerning her for the trouble she encountered. All you relatives are implicated. At minimum, you'll lose everything. At worst, you'll face serious consequences. Fear flooded their faces. However, we're reasonable, the man continued. Sever all connections with her, and we'll consider the matter resolved. Sever. Her affairs have nothing to do with us from now on. Wang Dacheng shouted desperately. Words are cheap. Sign documentation. Papers appeared. Wang Dacheng and Zhang Lihua signed frantically, hands trembling violently. You're coming with us, young miss. Wait, we've done everything you asked, correct? Without warning, the men began firmly escorting the couple away from Joshua. Their protests echoed through the small house as Joshua stood frozen in shock. A gentle hand touched her shoulder. She turned to see Chen Xian standing there, elegant despite the rural surroundings. Are you unharmed, dear child? Please, I apologize. Wang Desheng called out from where the men held him. I meant no harm. If I've offended you, I'm sorry. Please don't make things worse. Little one, don't be frightened. Chen Xian smiled warmly. These three aren't here to cause trouble, they're my sons, here to help you. Thank you for helping me when I needed it most. Meeting you was destiny. Since you have no family, would you like to become my daughter? She gestured to each man. This is my eldest, Chen Zi. My second son, Chen Junji. My youngest, Chen Haran. Hello everyone. Joshi's voice trembled. My name is Joshi. Chen Xian turned to her eldest. Weren't you here to relax in the countryside? What's happening? Chen Zihao's expression softened, looking at his mother. I was relaxing, but I didn't anticipate your chronic condition becoming problematic after just a few steps. Without Joshia, you would have been in serious trouble in that wilderness. Joshua, you helped me when I needed it most. Whatever you desire, I can provide. No, Madam Zhou. Shea's phone rang. She stepped aside to answer, her face draining of color. Madam Chen, I apologize, but I must leave. My cousin discovered I overheard my uncle and aunt's plans. She's sending people to find me. If they catch me, I'll face serious consequences. Have you considered what reward you want? Can you take me to Shanghai? You can go to Shanghai, but you must agree to one condition. Joshia's heart sank. What condition? Agree to become my daughter. Joshia thought of her uncle's words and looked into Chen Xian's kind eyes and decided, I promise. Wonderful. We'll return to Shanghai immediately. We'll take you home. Chen Zihao watched the exchange with careful eyes. She seems sincere, but I need to be certain of her intentions. This girl might be more clever than she appears. Mother, the scenery over there looks lovely. Let's observe it, he said, gesturing for Joshia to follow. Alone, he turned to face her. I don't mean to be unkind. Once I reach Shanghai and locate employment, I'll send you money monthly. Consider it compensation. Joshia's sincerity seemed genuine, but Chen Zihao remained cautious. No compensation needed. One additional person is no trouble. However, our family isn't financially comfortable. As you see, my brothers and I have jobs that aren't exactly prestigious. Those men were my associates, just helping out. I'm afraid you'll have a modest life with us. Throughout my life, I've never possessed anything luxurious, but I've always managed through difficulties, Joshia replied quietly. She's so composed. Chen Zihao thought. I may have underestimated her character. His phone rang. Chairman Chen, were you trying to reach me? Joshi's eyes widened. Were you? He must have mistaken you for someone else. How could I know anyone with such a nice vehicle? We don't need the vehicle. Take mother back to Shanghai first. Have Junji and Heron's cars moved as well? After disconnecting, Joshia looked confused. So that was expensive? When I have better finances, I hope to get one too. She must be reconsidering her choice now. When Chen Xian had departed and the expensive vehicles were driven away, Chen Junji approached his brother. Mother's gone, but our cars were taken too. I did it deliberately to make her think we're modest in means, so she'd reconsider. Then how do we return? Chen Haoran clutched his stomach. Eldest brother, I feel unwell. Manage it. If we're performing, we must be convincing. Our true identities cannot be revealed yet. Eldest brother, where do you reside? Joshia asked. The driver said he can transport us. Chen Zihao pretended to check his phone. Wait, let me verify. He quickly called his assistant. Find the most modest property under my name immediately. We're moving in today. Joshia sighed. It seems work forces you to move frequently with no permanent home. How challenging. When they arrived at a modest apartment complex in Shanghai, Zhou Xia looked around. You live here? The rent must be substantial. One of my associates owns this community. That's why he rented it affordably, Chen Zihao explained smoothly. Are business associates also wealthy now? You gentlemen aren't secretly prosperous, are you? Before anyone could answer, a sharp voice cut through the air. Zhou Shia, I finally located you, cousin. A fashionably dressed young woman approached, designer handbag swinging. Wang Xiaoxiu, Zhou Shia's cousin, looked her up and down with obvious disdain. Cousin, I dislike poor relatives like you coming here seeking help. You're truly in a difficult position. Let me inform you, I don't have money for you. Zhou Xia, when you were in school, you were outstanding, exemplary. How did you end up associating with these questionable people? A young man in an expensive suit stood beside Wang Xiaoxiao, her boyfriend, Xiao Ming. Now that you're in Shanghai, you've really changed. You've even lowered your standards. Who are you calling lowered? Zhou Xiao's voice remained steady. Whoever responds is the one. Wang Xiaoxiu smirked. You. Since you look down on me so much, let's pretend we don't know each other from now on. Please move aside. People like you should use the service entrance. Xiao Ming blocked their path. Who said we're service workers? Chen Zhengyi's voice was dangerously quiet. This is Shanghai's most upscale community. Rent is 5,000 yuan monthly. You're not claiming you live here. Wang Xiaoxiu laughed. We do reside here. Residents need facial recognition to enter. You folks, I guess your faces aren't in the system, correct? Xiao Ming pulled out his phone. They're bold, coming here with false claims. Chen Zihao stepped forward to the security panel. The system beeped. Verification successful. Esteemed resident, welcome home. Wang Xiaoxiu's mouth fell open. How is this possible? Zhou Xia, to get close to me, you actually rented here. You've got nerve. You're just a minor executive at Prosperity Corporation, and you think you're royalty. Chen Zhengyi said coldly. That's correct. Prosperity Corporation is world-class. As long as you can enter, you're superior. My father-in-law is even vice president. You folks will never know how wonderful wealth is. For example, right now I can immediately contact security and have you all removed. You've gone too far. Zhou Xiao's hands clenched. I've gone too far. I didn't report you to your cousin, which makes me kind. Darling, why are you still talking to them? Quickly get someone to have them removed. I've never known Prosperity Corporation people are so arrogant publicly, Chen Haoran said quietly. And who do you think you are? You don't need to know, because you'll soon have nothing to do with Prosperity Corporation. Xiao Ming pulled out his phone theatrically. There's someone at the company named Zhao Ming, correct? Terminate him. He really thinks he's some powerful CEO. Xiao Ming laughed. That's hilarious. His phone rang. His face went pale. Manager Liu, you called personally. Is something wrong? Minor matter, your employment is terminated. Manager Liu, are you joking? Who exactly are you? Who I am isn't important. You just need to know Zhou Shia now isn't someone you should disrespect. The call ended. Xiao Ming stared at his phone in disbelief. What's there to fear? Manager Liu is just a department head. My dad is vice president. No one dares terminate you. Wang Xiaoxiao scoffed. Your dad is Vice President Wang. You're not worthy to speak about my family. Then I'll ensure your whole family faces consequences for this behavior. Wang Xiaoxiao dialed frantically. Hello Dad, come to my location. Someone's treating me poorly. Bring assistance. Within 20 minutes, an expensive car arrived. A middle-aged man in an impeccable suit emerged. Vice President Wang himself, with several colleagues. Who dares to treat my daughter badly? He demanded. Dad, it's these people. Wang Xiaoxiao pointed. Vice President Wang's eyes widened in shock, recognizing Chen Hao. Chairman Chen. Where is Chairman Chen? Where is he indeed? Chen Haoran's voice was measured. Vice President Wang's face went from red to white. He turned to his daughter and spoke sternly. You've embarrassed our family, Dad. Wang Xiaoxiao looked confused. Apologize. Apologize now to Miss Zhou. He insisted his daughter show proper respect. I'm sorry, Wang Xiaoxiao whispered, tears forming, with more sincerity. I'm sorry. Vice President Wang turned to Chen Haoran. Posture respectful. Chairman Chen, you're incredibly merciful. My daughter is young and doesn't understand. Please ask Chairman Chen to be gracious and let her learn from this. Before you arrived, I gave your daughter many opportunities, but she insisted on being disrespectful. She doesn't seem like someone who doesn't understand. Chairman Chen indicated Vice President Wang lacks proper judgment. You are no longer suitable to remain in the company. Vice President Wang is being dismissed. You are no longer welcome at Prosperity Corporation. No, please reconsider. Vice President Wang's posture became pleading. Please escort them away, Chen Haoren said calmly. As colleagues led them off, Wang Zhaoxiao called out, but we're family. Zhou Shia, we're family. Who's family with you? Zhou Sha's voice was firm. When they were gone, Zhou Shia turned to the three brothers, face pale. You've welcomed me as family. Who were those people really so concerned about? It's possible they're just being cautious around us, Chen Zihao said vaguely. The apartment was more spacious than Zhou Sha expected, tastefully furnished but not overly luxurious. Chen Xian greeted them warmly. Finally, come inside quickly. Zhou Shia, wherever you are, that's where I'll be. From now on, you are a daughter of the Chen family. Madam, why are you still calling me madam? Call me mother. From now on, they're your elder brothers, Zihao, Junji, and Haoren. They gathered around the dining table where Chen Xian had prepared an elaborate meal. Such a large house, such nice furnishings. Zhou Shia looked around in wonder. Are you really not some kind of hidden wealthy family? How could that be? Thanks to my friend, we have this opportunity. Chen Zihao responded with a gentle laugh. You owe that friend so many favors. You'll have to work very hard to repay such kindness. Once I earn money, I'll find you a similar house. Then you, Junji Haowen, and mother can live independently. Then you won't have to feel constrained by anyone. Chen Xian's eyes glistened with emotion. Come, eat. You don't need to worry about such things. You must be tired. Go shower and rest. Late that night, Chen Haoren found Zhou Xia focused on his laptop. Not sleeping, what are you doing? Searching for employment. I don't want to be a burden. If I find work sooner, I can earn money sooner. You want to join Summit Design Group? Chen Haoren peered at the screen. I love design. Summit Design Group is considered excellent in the industry, but my education isn't advanced. They might not want me. If you don't have a degree, you should finish studies first. Why are you in such a hurry? I'm studying for my equivalency exam. It won't interfere with work. I have a friend at Summit. Maybe they can help. Zhou Sha's face lit up. Really, thank you so much. Send me your resume. I don't have a smartphone to fill out an online resume. Chen Haoren handed her his phone. Use mine. Fill it out and send it to their company email. It's on their official website. As Zhou Shia typed, she suddenly paused. Eldest brother, Summit Design Group CEO, has the exact same name as you, Chen Hao. There's even a photo below that looks just like. Chen Haoren's phone rang. Hey, it's father. I need to take this. He retrieved the phone and stepped away quickly. Remove all my photos from the company's official website immediately, he said quietly. Understood, President Chen. When he returned, Zhou Xia was yawning. The resume has been submitted. I'm going to sleep. Thank you again, Haoren. That was fortunate timing. The next morning, Zhou Sha's phone chimed. Miss Zhou, your resume has been approved. Please come to Summit Design for an interview before 10 a.m. today. I got an interview with Summit. Zhou Xia burst into the living room, waving her phone excitedly. Several months passed in Shanghai. Zhou Xia worked diligently at Summit Design, unaware that Chen Haoren was the CEO, that Chen Zihao ran the Chen Corporation empire, that Chen Junji managed the family's medical institutions, that every luxury surrounding her was real, not the elaborate performance they'd staged. One evening, a difficult situation arose. A supervisor at Summit Design, a woman named Fang Paiyeru, who'd stolen Zhou Sha's identity years ago to attend her university, created problems for Zhou Sha at a business dinner, trying to put her in an uncomfortable situation with a difficult client. Zhou Sha handled herself well, her years of village work making her stronger than anyone expected. She politely excused herself and left the uncomfortable situation. moving through hotel corridors until she found herself in a private room where Chen Zihao sat with business associates. Eldest brother, Chen Zihao's expression went from surprise to serious concern instantly. What happened? Manager Feng Shi created a very uncomfortable situation for me. Where is she? Within minutes, Manager Feng and the problematic businessman were brought before Chen Zi. Chairman Chen, we didn't realize, we had no idea. You didn't know what? Chen Zihao's voice was controlled but firm. That she was, that Miss Zhou was my sister. You dared to put my sister in an uncomfortable situation. The businessman's face went pale. Your sister. But Summit Design's HR said she was just an ordinary intern. Next month, Chen Corporation will reconsider its partnership with your company. As for you, Manager Feng, your employment is terminated. You'll be escorted out, please. Chairman Chen, I didn't realize. Lack of awareness is not an excuse. Please escort them away. When they were alone, he turned to Zhou Sha. Are you all right? No, I'm fine. Zhou Sha's voice shook slightly. Thank you for helping me. You're my sister, I'll always protect you. But the secret couldn't last forever. Days later, everything was revealed. Zhou Shaya was called to what she thought was a normal business meeting. Instead, she walked into Summit Design's conference room to find Chen Zihao sitting at the head of the table, not as her brother, but as Chairman Chen, CEO of Chen Corporation. Eldest brother, Chairman Chen, someone clarified. Zhou Sha's world shifted. She looked around the room. Chen Junji sat to the right, Chen Haorun to the left, both in expensive suits, both looking like the powerful executives they were. What? What is this? Chen Xian entered, dressed in elegant clothing, wearing genuine jewelry. Zhou Xia, dear child, please don't be upset. You're Chairman Chen. You're President Chen. And you, Zhou Sha's voice wavered. You're all wealthy. You weren't honest with me. Everything was not as it seemed. Not everything, Chen Xian said gently. My love for you is real. Their protection of you is real. We are your family, that's real. But the modest living, the simple apartment, the small business, all not true. We were protecting ourselves, Chen Zihao said quietly. We've had difficult experiences before with people who wanted our wealth, not us. We needed to understand your heart, so you tested me. You let me think I was a burden while you're worth billions. Tears formed in Zhou Sha's eyes. We were wrong, Chen Junji said. We should have been honest sooner. I thought you were my family. I thought we were the same, managing life together. But you were observing me the whole time. We never laughed at you, Chen Haorun said earnestly. We admired you, your strength, your kindness, your determination. Please. Zhou Shaya stepped back. I need time. I need to think about this. She left the room, the building, into Shanghai's crowded streets, her heart feeling confused and hurt. But the Chen brothers weren't willing to let her go. Over the following weeks, they showed her through actions, not words, that their love was real. Chen Zihao addressed the situation with Fang Peiru and her family, the ones who'd stolen Zhou Sha's identity, and resolved it professionally. Chen Jungi helped Zhou Shaya get admitted to her dream university with a full scholarship earned through her abilities, not purchased. Chen Huran created a special design division at Summit just for her, where her talent could shine. And she took Zhou Shaya back to King Village, where they donated money to renovate roads and build a school, where they honored Zhou Shaya's parents' memory, where the villagers who once doubted her now showed respect. I was upset, Zhou Xia admitted one evening. Standing with all four of them in their real home, a penthouse overlooking Shanghai that was truly extraordinary. But then I thought about everything, and I realized you chose me anyway. Not because you needed me, but because you wanted me. We did, Chen Xian said, embracing her. We do. I care for you all, Zhou Shaya said warmly. My real family, our precious daughter, Chen Xian replied. Our precious sister, the three brothers echoed. And in that moment, surrounded by more comfort than she'd ever imagined, Zhou Shaya realized she'd found something far more valuable. A family who chose her, protected her, and loved her, not despite her humble origins, but because of the beautiful person those origins had created. The modest village girl had become a billionaire's daughter, but more importantly, she'd become exactly who she was always meant to be. Joshua, beloved and treasured, finally home. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share this story.